The team was stunned by what they were seeing on the western boundary of the bubble. But then, something appeared at Homestead 2 that simply defied science. Guys, help me understand what I just saw with Pete Kelsey's scans, because it seemed almost impossible to believe.
So his terrestrial laser scanner was set up, and what it does is it sends a laser beam out in the infrared, and that allows it to build up a picture of objects, right? Well, there's a row of trees that is kind of on the fence boundary right before you get to Homestead 2, and for some reason, this row of trees was 120 feet on the other side of Homestead 2 in the LiDAR scan. It was not where it was supposed to be. And what could cause the LiDAR to do that? Does that mean the bubble is doing something to the path of the laser beam, making it think it's traveled farther than it actually did?
Pete's scans are incredible because these aren't just tales of creepy things happening at Homestead 2. You've got something now documented in an image scientifically that is completely anomalous.
Well, it's at least showing us what it's doing to the laser beam from the terrestrial laser scanner. It's making it think the laser beam has traveled farther than it actually has. So what is the bubble doing to the beam to do that? I don't know.
And this is coming out of that grid of drones that we were flying through that boundary area on the edge of the bubble, you know, flying through it and back. And what did we see?
While they were flying 100 at a time was when the drones would go into the area inside the bubble boundary. And there was one point where they lost the high bandwidth signal at 5 gigahertz connectivity.
It was the distance by which it was displaced that I think was particular interest to you guys.
Yeah, well, we didn't know that until we see the final analysis of all the drone flights from Sky Elements.
There you go. Big loss of signal there.
Wow, look at that. Hey, Matt, what was the point from when you lose connection and when you get it back? How much time was that?
Yeah, what is that time?
It's like a full minute.
What is the speed that these drones were flying? Do we know?
During that period of time, we lost connection to the drones. We were going about 2 feet per second horizontally.
2 feet per second for 1 minute. That's 120 feet. We just may have, first time ever, measured the width of the bubble boundary.
Wow. You already had an estimate of how high you think it was and its dimensions around and below with some other imaging, but now you might have actually the thickness of the wall of the bubble, if you will.
At least what it looked like then.
Yeah.
We don't know that it's a constant. We don't know that it's what we call invariant.
We don't know that it's always 120 feet thick. Is it doing, this? Is it changing in thickness? We don't know, but we know over a period of about 3 or 4 hours, the thickness of the bubble appeared to be 120 feet.
Yeah, when I think about this bubble, I don't know that it isn't moving, and I don't know that it isn't, expanding and contracting. So we have to reserve for all those possibilities.
But you kind of know that when you do things to it, to stimulate it or to agitate it, it reacts.
Or at least we measure it being on at that time.
Right.
So the next phase of this experiment is you go from the 100 drones to these pairs of drones flying. And at the same time, you decide to launch another rocket. Let's talk about what that yielded, because that also got incredible.
Caleb and I decided to go and have a perspective from outside the bubble, looking back eastward at these pairs of drones going through the boundary. And that's right where, it turns out, we launched a rocket 3 years ago, and on its way down, it literally froze for 7 seconds in midair and didn't move, like somebody paused the video, right? And we call that the frozen rocket spot. So we decided we're stimulating the bubble. We've been doing it all night with drones. Let's take the launch pad out there, put a rocket in the exact same spot, do the exact same launch, and see if we have anything exciting happen.